to go watch Gaga tonight, aren't you?
I am very, very excited. I am a little monster. So.
Are you a little monster?
Yeah.
It's going to be a great concert, I think, and it's her birthday.
I'm really looking forward to it. I actually went to see her when I shot Hannah in Berlin, and
we saw her there.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah, she's a very sweet person, and
sure.
25 years old. Look what she's accomplished. Look at that, and look at you accomplishing all that you've accomplished. Oh. And now your name is Saoirse.
It is. You pronounced it perfectly.
Well, that's because it was phonetically spelled. Because I would never. Your name. Spell your name.
Okay. Are you ready? It is Saoirse.
And that spells...
I don't know how we got that pronunciation.
It's like Sade is Sade, really, but it's Sade and spelled...
It could be. Well, that's a nice name, too. It's not mine, but a lot of people have butchered my name over the years.
I'm sure. Like, well, it sounds like it would be Saoirse.
That's the way it sounds, yeah. I mean, it's an Irish name, and that kind of spelling is always messed up. But I've gotten, like, Saoirse, Saoirse, Saoirse is the most common one.
And hopefully the more people see you and know you and hear the name, they just have to hear it over and over again.
Just over and over and over and over again.
That's how it happens. Well, my name was mispronounced for DeGeneres. Nobody mispronounced DeGeneres forever. That was...
Really?
Oh, it was DeGeneres, it was degenerate, it was all kinds of things.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, they know you now, at least.
Now they do, yes.
Yeah.
So you have, in Ireland, because I have a couple of friends from Ireland myself, and you have different expressions there.
We certainly do, yeah. It's quite different from over here in the States. Well, there's one that pretty much everyone in Ireland uses, and it is the crack. Mm-hmm. It's not the drug.
No.
And it's spelled a different way as well, funnily enough, like my name. It's spelled C-R-A-I-C.
But you would use it in a sentence like how?
Well, okay, so say you're at a party.
All right.
And you had a great time.
Right.
And someone rings you up and they're like, oh, so how was the party that you went to on Saturday night?
I'll ask you.
Okay.
How was the party that you went to on Saturday night? I'm not good at accents.
Oh, I couldn't have
Really?
told that.
You didn't know?
Not at all, definitely. And I would say something like, oh, yeah, we had the crack.
Oh, you had the crack.
We had great crack. Never the drug, though.
No, but it sounds like you did have the drug, but you had the crack. It means...
We don't need the drug in order to have the crack.
You don't. And now I want to talk like that, really. Because
do you? I can tell.
But I can't talk like that.
No.
I'm so bad at the accents. You're really good at accents, though, aren't you?
Well, yeah, the ones that I've tried.
Can you do Southern?
I could do a little bit of Southern, I think.
That's good.
I'd need to... Oh, there's a few people from the South in the audience.
I'm from the South.
Are you? Where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
So I'm from the South.
I've actually never been, but...
No, you should go. It's a great place.
It sounds very nice.
And regular American accent?
Yeah, well, I could try. Out of all of the movies that I've done, it's probably one of my favorite accents to
look
do.
at that. That's amazing that you can just change that. All right, so Hannah, you had to get trained in martial arts, right?
Yeah, I did. It was something that I had never done before, and I started training a couple months before we started shooting the film, so it was pretty full on, and I went to the gym and everything, which I had never done before. It's not really my scene.
No?
The gym. No, I'm not a very bulky person.
No, but you're fit though. I mean, you
I guess, yeah. I mean, muscles started just popping up after a while. Yeah. You know, I worked out and I did weightlifting, and I did this thing it was called a skull crusher. I don't know if you guys know, but you're lying down and you've got this bar, and you know, if you drop it, it would
It's a skull crusher. Yeah,
skull.
That's something you don't really want to work out on.
Definitely not.
Something
but
called...
Hannah is able to handle that.
Yeah, so yeah, because you beat up... Did you get hurt, like, fighting larger people than you?
No, funnily enough, it was the other way around. I really went for it, and most of the fight scenes that I had, I shared with Eric Bana, who was also in the film. He plays my dad, and who also played the Hulk. Basically, I beat up the Hulk.
Good for you.
And it was wonderful.
You beat up the Hulk.
I kicked the Hulk's ass.
That's quite an accomplishment.
I know. I'll put that on my CV.
Yes. All right, Saoirse.
Yeah.
Saoirse.
Ellen.
Saoirse.
Yeah.
Saoirse.
Ellen.
See? It's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right.
It doesn't seem like it is, but Saoirse, everybody's going to get it.
But you're great, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Maybe if you catch on, the whole world will as well.
I'll say Saoirse every day.
Thank you.
I'll say it every single day. Saoirse, you look very Californian right now.
Yeah, I thought, well, just since I've been on the show quite a bit now, I thought I'd be relaxed.
I know, you are relaxed here. And it does seem like
Leisurely.
you were just here, but it has been a little while. It's just that we feel comfortable around each other.
We're best friends.
We are BFFs.
Right?
Yes, for sure.
We're best friends.
If you lived here, we'd probably hang out, but you don't live. Where do you live?
I live between Ireland and the UK.
Okay. Where is that?
It says these two little islands off the coast of Europe.
I know. So you go back and forth.
So I go back and forth. So
Right.
I'm sort of mainly in London when I'm in the UK.
Right, and you are driving now, which is...
I am driving.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Shouldn't you have been driving for a while?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right.
But I was busy. I was busy coming on your show.
Yeah, no,
I didn't have time.
No, you're busy doing movies. You're constantly
Yeah.
working. But how did you get around before? If you, I mean, obviously you're driven a lot.
I mean, when I do this, I am.
Yeah.
But so I had a provisional license for a few years, and so I had to have a fully licensed driver with me.
Sorry, Andy's making me laugh.
Why?
He just does.
Are you talking about me behind my back?
What is a? Yeah, he's talking behind your
About
back.
my terrible
What is a
driving.
provisional driver?
A provisional driver's license is when you get, it's like half your license, so they're like, we don't fully trust you yet. So put your mum or your dad in the car at all times, and it basically stops you from ever driving your car because you're...
Because you don't want to
Because
drive.
all you want to do is just drive on your own.
Right, you don't want to drive with your mom and your dad.
No, and so then eventually I did it this year around my birthday.
And so now
I
you
got
have your
it.
license.
And I got it, yeah. It was
And now
brilliant.
you can drive. Are you a good driver?
I'm a pretty...
Don't clap until we know she's a good driver. Everyone's like,
Thank
she's
you.
got a license.
I'm a terrific driver.
When someone has a license, don't clap until we know they're a good driver.
You did it.
Have you driven in LA yet?
No, I haven't driven in LA yet. Driving in LA scares me because at home we have like literally like 4 cars on the road at any given time, whereas here you've got like 4 lanes of traffic.
Right.
And it's just a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
I don't know why I drive, actually.
Yeah, now that, yeah.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, you shouldn't have gotten
about it.
There was no sense in even getting it.
No, you've really talked me out of it.
I'm glad you were here.
Yeah.
How's Fran?
She's fantastic.
Yeah?
She's...
I love that name for a dog. Her dog's name is Fran.
So there's a story behind this. So Mam sent me this the other day. She looks a little bit insane in that photograph. I'm not gonna lie. Her eyes...
She seems angry.
Are a bit demonic.
Yeah.
But what happened here was her hair, she's basically like me in dog form. So her blonde hair gets a little like wild after a while.
Yeah.
You know, she's out playing in the dirt. We're very similar. And my Uncle Sean, who's sort of like her grandfather in a way, was with his wife, who's my Auntie Margaret, and he was like, Fran needs some TLC. Can you just give this to her? And it was like €50 for her to go to the groomers for like a special day out. She just loves people touching her all the time and looking at her and talking about how pretty she is. So I feel like you can kind of tell that like she knows she's good looking in that photograph.
Oh.
She's doing like the sultry thing.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way. I looked at like I'm upset I have this haircut. And I don't know, it just looks parted in the middle a little too much on the nose. Doesn't it look like too much of a part?
You can see her nose.
Yeah, it's too much of a part.
Okay,
I think it should be a side part or something.
I'm not going to tell her you said that.
Yeah, no, don't tell her. Hopefully she's not
fan.
watching. I'm a big fan of hers. Is Halloween big in Ireland?
It's not nearly as big as it is here.
It's crazy here.
Like, you guys are mad for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't include me in it. I'm forced into it with my contract. I have to dress up.
What do you mean?
Every year I'm forced to dress in some ridiculous outfit because people enjoy it.
Does somebody pick the outfit for you?
No, they give me choices, and I picked a good one this year.
Did you?
I did.
I feel like someone's gonna scare me.
What's that?
I said to your crew before I came on, I was like, someone's gonna jump out of something, someone's gonna scare me. Because it's the day before Halloween.
If they would be in this one right here.
Did you freak out when I got my cup?
I thought you did that on purpose. That's why I was laughing, because when you put that down, Andy and I were just looking at each other and...
Stop it! That's enough! That is enough. That's enough.
No, it's not nearly enough.
There's another one.
I was like, how am I going to get that cup off of there? That was really good. Yeah,
that worked out really well for you, didn't it?
It did work out well, but I mean, I thought for sure you'd know what I was doing.
I honestly didn't know.
Let's take a look and see how this looked. Yeah, it's always the leg protector.
Do you notice how? Yeah, my whole body just went into defense mode.
Like that really helps. If someone's ever attacking you, always do this.
Just always.
Yeah.
Knee first.
All right.
That's what I say.
For people who don't know about Little Women, I think most people do. Tell everybody what the story is. It's a good message right now.
It is. I mean, it's obviously a famous book that was written by Louisa May Alcott, and it's about this girl called Jo, who's a writer, and it's about her and her 3 sisters and their mother, and it's during the Civil War, and it's very much about, I suppose, a person's autonomy, a person sort of figuring out their own path, their own way in life. They all sort of want different things, and they all consider independence to sort of be given to them by different things. So for Jo, it's really her work and it's her writing, and she kind of lives and dies by that. So
it's great. And what a cast! I mean, the cast. It's Meryl Streep, Emma Watson, Timothy Chalamet, who am I?
Eliza Scanlon,
Laura Dern,
Florence Pugh, Laura Dern.
I mean, it's amazing. It's a great cast.
Yeah,
was that the first time working with Meryl?
It was my first time working with Meryl. I'd met her at things, and I was always just sort of like, oh, it's Meryl, and I could never be cool around her. But then, you know, we have one scene together, and she had been doing all this stuff with Flo and Timothy. They have quite a bit to do together. And I just remember them saying, they like texted me at the end of one of their shoot days, and they were like, dude, Meryl ordered a Wendy's today. Meryl was hungry, and she was like, I'd love some fries or something. And like 20 seconds later, somebody was like, do you want some fries? I've got some fries. So I was like, oh, it's gonna just be great, and it's gonna be lovely to have this one scene with her. And it was, and we did it, and I kind of kept me cool, because I had to, because we just needed to, you know, make sure the scene was right. And then when they called cut on the last setup and they were gonna check it and we were gonna move on, suddenly I was like, oh my God, I got to work with Meryl Streep. And it just all sort of hit me then.
Yeah,
so,
she's
brilliant.
So down to earth and so cool.
Yeah.
Now, stop with the fake accent and talk American now.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Because the entire film you're speaking with an American accent, so it's easy for you.
It's, yeah, I mean, it's something that I've just always...
Go back to the American accent.
It's something that I feel like you're a puppet. Do that. It's just something that I've always done, and I think because, like, you know, I have Irish parents. But you know what my favorite accent to do is the Valley Girl accent, which I do like all the time. Because what I love about it is you don't have to push your voice like at all.
No.
You can just sort of chill and talk at the same time.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Meryl's great.
That's a good one.